Empire Knights versus Ogre. Uh, I don't feel motivated. After all, why must I do something like an ogre extermination? Does it mean that an ogre extermination is suitable for the trash who can't even train the heroes satisfactorily that's given that by that person? I'm angry only by remembering it. Oh, this is Ronan, I believe. Ronan? Was it T? Yeah. Those mad men of the divine word religion. Even though I said that will raise him into the strongest hero, they took him forcibly. The Empire is also the same. Why is the Empire obeying the divine word religion easily? It should be more like a large country to correspond resolutely. Well, the Sword Emperor of this generation is an ordinary man only with the name. Therefore, he dreamed of his born child's future. From what I heard, the prince who was born several years ago seems to be as sad as an inborn genius. Seems to be sad as an inborn genius, so fuck you. That means that even if he's an ordinary man, the blood of the king flows in the Sword Emperor. It's unrelated to the me who was sent to a remote region, though, and the destination was the border of the demon's territory, the Desarto Ford. Judging from my past achievements and ability, I guessed that it would be a little closer correspondence. As expected, the story that I protected the hero is a little unreasonable, huh? Did the doubted divine word religion withdraw from there? Ronan Dono, it has come into view. That's the forest where the ogre haunts. My motivation that had fallen by the knight who shouts passionately next to me falls even more. Even if you don't shout, I can see it. Is it so? His voice is uselessly loud. I will have an earache. The owner of this voice is the Empire Knight Nyoros. He is uselessly fired up, uselessly noisy, and uselessly strong, an odd full of uselessness. Although his age is close to me, we don't have much interaction up until now because our action differs. And because I was transferred to the remote region, we are together like this. Nyoros is a rising knight who's a commoner, and he has been in this remote region all the time. I was basically at the center of the empire, and it was about several years to meet him, but because of his useless presence, I remember his face that the faces of the people who I meet often. He's a guy who made me use my memory uselessly. If Ronadono's magic and my sword technique unite, it's exactly invincible. There's no way we will be defeated by the brutal ogre. Now, move! He raises his sword high uselessly and tries to charge uselessly. Good grief, don't spend the useless time. Wait, I heard that the ogre that exists in this area is a unique kind. If you charge without a plan, the loss of the soldiers will increase. It's as Ronadono says. I, of all people, have forgotten. Not that you've forgotten, but you're not thinking of anything from the beginning. And so, apprentice number 2, you have heard of the information of the ogre properly, right? Yes, I mean, teacher. May I inquire why I was the only one to hear about it for approximately 1 hour, even though we went to the guild together? Rejected. I don't want to waste time on apprentice number 2. If I have time to hear the information of the ogre, I want to put efforts to the approach of the essence of magic, even if it's a little. Although teacher and the others didn't hear it, this ogre somehow possesses multiple special skills, and it seems to be intelligent. The effect of the special skill that's confirmed its sudden, complete recovery. I heard that it doesn't only recovers the wounds, but it also recovers the magic power and vitality. The next is the temporary explosive-like status rise. I heard that the continuation time is short, but it seems to use it together with the complete recovery, so it's troublesome. And the last one is important. It's considered that it has a skill that can create magic sword. Magic sword? I had never heard of such a skill. This is also the first time I had heard of it. It's an unconfirmed information that doesn't leave the level of speculation, but it seems that it's confirmed that it's possessed multiple magic swords. For an ogre to possess a magic sword, this shall be a match with my beloved sword! Don't hold such a strange sense of rivalry. Do you know the ability of the ogre's magic swords? The ones confirmed are Thunder Magic Sword, Fire Magic Sword, and it seems that there's an exploding magic sword that's buried in the ground. Buried in the ground? I heard that it's buried in the ground, and when it stepped, it seemed to explode. Most of the adventurers were killed by this. Interesting. If there's a fool who used a magic sword like that before, is there a fool? The magic sword is hard to produce, so it's rare. To make that explode, huh? Impossible. If it's one adventurer per sword to the paid cost, it's rather not profitable, and yet it exudes it calmly. I judge this to be interesting. Now I'm interested in it. I'm feeling motivated. It seems that when the burden exceeds a certain level, the magic sword buried in the ground will explode. The information that the adventurers acquire desperately. It's reliable to hit ground hard with the magic of the wind, huh? Isn't it possible with the teacher's ridiculous magical power? Nonsense. It's only that much, so you do it. Eh? Me? This young girl is the youngest daughter... Oh, it's been a girl the whole time. This young girl is the youngest daughter of a low-class noble, and although she has the talent, she didn't have anywhere to go because of her laziness in speech, so I picked her up. Although it's me who did accomplish that person's words to raise the hero, at least I thought that I should try to experience raising people by taking them as apprentices. As a result, I learned a lot of things. It was difficult to teach people and lead them more than I thought. After all, I'm the man who was called as the genius. Although I understood why I tried to teach, my apprentices can't understand a lot of things that I always say casually. I can't understand why they can't understand. There's a lot of such things, and while searching for the reason why it can't be understood, I reached a different opinion. Because of that, I made myself to learn while teaching the apprentices. That person must have foreseen this and told me to raise the hero, as expected. No, she just wanted you off her back. Impossible, impossible, impossible! Girl, it's not good to decide that it's impossible before doing it. In that case, the things that can be done will become impossible to be done. Just try and do it. Don't worry, even if you fail, it will only end with me burst out laughing. Teacher, you're the worst. You're wrong. It's the best. Well then, there are 100 Empire Knights led by me and Yodos. How will the ogre fight? It's an attraction. Oh shit! So, if you notice, the video looks a little weird, and that thing popped up a whole lot, and I moved right and left a little bit. It's because I'm reading now on my Kindle, or not Kindle, my Amazon Fire thing, because I thought that it might work better for these circumstances because A, it's a bigger screen to read off of, and the battery consumption might be smoother. I think the resolution is lower though, although nobody seemed to point it out when I raised it anyway, so who cares? The audio is still the same because for the past week or so, I've been recording all of the audio onto my computer and syncing it up later with my new mic, which I don't think I mentioned. It's a Shure SM58. Yeah, with a PreSonus 2 Pre V2 and a Behringer Euphoria UMC22. I just remembered all of those things off the top of my head. Uh, but yeah, so that's my new mic setup. If you think it sounds good, I get to do something about the background noise if I want to, but I don't care anymore because when I take out the background noise, it makes the audio sound weirder. But hopefully, when I move, there will just be less ambient background noise in the room. Um, so yeah, but but yeah, this website won't last for. I mean, I'm probably actually gonna switch browsers anyway. Uh, Maybe because this Kindle thing does a neat thing, or this Fire tablet does a neat thing, where it's got a reading mode. Um, Firefox has this as well. But yeah, reading mode doesn't work for this website for some reason. Firefox has this as well. It's actually what I started reading Kumo on, which is why it started out with a black screen and then transitioned to a white screen because it lost the reading mode for a while. But it's got reading mode back. What I might just do is if reading mode works for the new website that this is going to change to, so I'm going to use that for that. And reading mode works for Deprived. I don't know if reading mode works for the other ones. The other one, I forgot to check that one. The Clan H novels, uh, the Axe Bear, that one. I forgot to check that one. I mean, I read all of them anyway. I'm going to be reading them on this device to begin with, so I might as well just use this device to read the ones that I'm recording because all I'm doing is recording the screen. Technically, I could just record my voice and upload that on like somewhere else and say, here's just the raw audio thing. But I like recording the screen as well for people to follow along if they want some sort of visual. But yeah, that's that.